Yo, I don't know Jack. I'm still in Bangkok, Thailand, and this is still Old Man Fitness. Well, today's video is a Tabata shoulder workout. Some of you may have heard the word Tabata before. Most of you probably haven't. Well, let me give you a very simple explanation. It's just a protocol or an order of doing sets that really was designed for anaerobic and cardio benefit, but that still provides a very good protocol for building muscle. That's what I do here. I'm here to show that even after the age of 50, 60, or 70, you can actually make your muscles grow, and you can develop a body like a bodybuilder on 40 minutes a day. And I've experimented a lot with the Tabata's protocol, and I'm convinced it works. And if you don't believe me, try my Tabata workouts for a month, and then write me and tell me about the results. So the Tabata protocol is really very simple. You take one exercise, you do it for 20 seconds, you rest 10 seconds, do it for 20 seconds again, you keep repeating that until you've done 8 rounds of 20 seconds of exercise, 10 seconds of rest. That makes up one Tabata. So today we're going to do 8 Tabatas. We're going to do 3 Tabatas for our front and side delts, 2 Tabatas for our rear delts, and we're going to do 3 Tabatas for our traps. Now, to do a Tabata properly, you almost need to have a timer. There are many timers out there that you can download for free that'll keep track of your workout. Here's the one that I use when I'm at home, but I found very good Tabata timer apps for my smartphone and my iPad. And here's the way it should look when you start out the workout. All you need to do is put these numbers on your timer, press the start button, and the timer will do all the rest for you. It'll tell you when to start your exercise, it'll tell you when to rest, it'll tell you when you finished your Tabata and to wait a minute before you start the next one. With all that said, I'm going to take you through the first Tabata doing Arnold presses. After that, I'm just going to demonstrate the other exercises that make up this shoulder routine. But to get good result, you want to do each exercise according to the Tabata protocol. I'm going to go through the first Tabata, which is going to be Arnold press. You start out in an upright press position with your knuckles facing forward, and as you go up to do a standard military press, you turn your arms around, and then you bring it back to finish the rep. So I've got the Tabata timer set. It's going to be 20 seconds doing the exercise, followed by 10 seconds of rest, another 20 seconds of exercise, 10 seconds of rest, and we repeat that 8 times. So 8 sets make up one Tabata. As soon as the timer tells me to go, I'm going to start. And that's the warning for us to start the Tabata.
Work.
And the reason I use a light resistance band is because oftentimes it'll seem like not enough on the first 20 seconds, but by the time you get to the 8th one, it's probably going to seem too strong. And that's my signal. I got 10 seconds rest. That was 1 down, 7 to go for a first Tabata. Here we go.
Work.
And as always, I keep the reps slow so that we maximize the time under tension. About 2 to 3 seconds up, about 2 to 3 seconds down.
Rest.
And 1 was very easy. Round 2 was a little bit harder. Here's round 3.
Work.
And I think my shoulders are already starting to feel it. And
Rest.
adjust my resistance band a tiny bit because one side seemed a little bit heavier than the other. Let's go. I think this is
Work.
our 4th one. So, that's 4 down, 4 to go. And already this resistance band, which seems pretty light on the first round, starting to feel kind of heavy.
Work. Rest.
4 down. No, I'm sorry. 5 down, 3 to go.
Work.
And now 20 seconds What sounded pretty short is starting to seem pretty long.
Rest.
Woo. 2 more. I think I'm gonna make it.
Work.
Oh,
Rest.
1 more.
Work. Rest.
And I think we got our 8 rounds of our first Tabata down, but I'm just waiting for the timer to tell me.
Tabata complete.
My favorite sound. So that was just 1 Tabata. That was on Arnold presses. We have 7 other exercises, 7 more Tabatas to go, and I get a 1-minute rest in between Tabatas, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Tabata number 2 is going to be front raises. I got, again, a pretty light resistance band, no handles. I'm going to hold them in front, hammer style like this. I'm just going to put it underneath 1 foot, and we're just going to go straight up with our arms. I got a slight bend in my elbow. You want to keep the arms about as straight as possible. I think you find a little bend is pretty natural. And again, slow up and slow down. I'm going to do side raises for our next Tabata, but I'm going to lift my arms straight out to the side. Again, try and keep them as straight as possible, but don't sweat it too much if you got a little bend in your elbows. Just straight up, straight down, 2 to 3 seconds up, 2 to 3 seconds down. Next 2 Tabatas are for our rear delts, right here in the back of our shoulders. First one I just call rear delt extensions. We're just going to take our resistance band, no handles, and I'm just going to stretch it out. Keeping my hands straight, the band coming across my chest, right about at shoulder level. This next Tabata
Work.
is basically the same exercise as we did last time, except instead of having our hands at about shoulder level, we're just doing it about waist level. We've done 5 Tabatas and we got 3 to go, and the next 3 are going to work on our traps. The traps are these muscles up here that kind of go from top of your shoulders up into your neck. We're going to do frontal trap extensions. I'm going to take a resistance band, hold my hands about 6 inches apart in front. I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'm just moving my arms apart. So we've done 1 Tabata for our traps. Now we're going to do our second one. I'm going to do what I call pointed trap presses. I'm going to start up with my hands at about ear level, and I'm going to bring them up above my head, up slow, down slow. And you don't need to bring them down any farther than this. Below this, we're working our shoulders more and our traps less. And if you're not feeling it in your traps, try and get your hands back behind your head a little bit more. The farther back your hands are, the more you're going to feel it in your traps. So our final exercise today is what I call behind the neck trap extensions. We're going to take our resistance band, no handles. We're going to hold our hands just about 5 or 6 inches apart, put our hands up above our head and behind our head, and you're just going to stretch it out. And it may be a very small movement, particularly if you picked a pretty heavy resistance band. And you're going to feel the focus of this work on your traps. If you're not feeling it on your traps, like the other movement, try and get your hands back a little bit more, and you should feel it there. And again, we want to do slow out and slow back in. And of course, we're going to do this exercise according to a Tabata protocol, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, repeating that until you've done 8 rounds. Once you've done that, you've completed the workout. This is Idonno Jack, Bangkok, Thailand, signing off.